Hi guys, welcome back. This video is going to be the motivation that I need to keep adding to my sinking funds and savings. Like most people, I need to be motivated in order to continue on with something. So what I did was I printed off this nice colorful binder cover. I bought this binder for I think $1.50 at the dollar store. And because I'm on a low income, I can't afford to go to all these beautiful Etsy shops and buy all the trackers and things that they have available. I have looked, they're gorgeous, and someday I hope to be able to afford to go in and buy them. But for now, I went to Pinterest and I printed off a bunch of free ones. There are a few here that apply to each one of my sinking funds up to the amount that I would like to save for this year. Anything over and above that, we'll switch it out and get a new one. So what I'm going to do is I'm using these trackers as visual motivation. So today we've already done the sinking fund video where we stuffed the envelopes, but now we're going to mark off what we actually added. So to the emergency fund today, we added $100. So we can do 15, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 100. So that's what we've added to that one for the day. And for our next one was vet care. Oops, no, savings is after that. For vet care, what did we add today? We added 40? No, we added 20 to vet care. So we're just gonna mark off a 20. And car maintenance, we added 10 today. So we'll find a 10, oh, we'll find two fives. So there's 5, and 5 makes 10. Savings, we added 50. So we're gonna work on this $5 one first. So there's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. And I have a couple of other savings ones in there as well for when this one is done. For vacation, we added 40 for vacation. Actually, we haven't marked anything on our vacation. So we added 100 last week. We started off with 100. So 20, 40, 60, 81. And today we added 40 more. So 20, 40. And it's not necessarily going to be for a cruise. This is just the tracker that I found, so that's what I printed off. We may take a cruise. We took one a couple of years ago, and it was great. I loved it. We also may just take a week or two and go to a resort or go visit a particular city, because it's hard to see everything in a day or two, so you want to have at least a week, maybe longer, depending on how expensive it turns out to be. Our birthday savings is in our Christmas envelope. So we had already added in $100. So today we added in our Christmas envelope another 40, which is going to go towards birthdays until the birthdays are over, and then we'll continue on with Christmas. These are the Christmas savings ones that we're not going to start doing yet. And this one is my coin savings, which is eventually going to go into my 100 envelope emergency savings. So we have 380, which I've already marked off in there. Once we hit 400 on this, we're going to take those coins to the bank, roll them up, and we're going to get 4 $100 bills to add to our 100 envelope savings binder. I find this really helps me as far as being motivational, because I'm very visual. I need to see stuff. And it seems like the more I see things adding up, the easier it is for me to want to put extra money in there. So I will look for ways to save. I'm actually going to do a video on that as well, about going through my budget, things that I've given up in order to save extra money, all that kind of thing. Things that I find have helped me and motivated me to adjust my lifestyle and put that money in savings rather than use it for things that I really didn't need in the first place. Just they were wants, basically. So, just to go over this again, this is a great way to help motivate anyone into trying to save a little bit extra money. So if you don't have something like this, some kind of a tracker that you can visually look at, or a book that you can look at and see exactly where you are. Now I'm going to keep track in this ring binder over here. Every time I add money to my sinking funds, I'm going to put it in here and I'm going to total the bottoms. So that way, by the time all I have to do is pull this out and look at it, I can tell exactly the amount of money that I have in each one of these sinking funds, which eventually will help me keep track of where the money's going, what I'm doing with it, and the progress that we're making. So again, I encourage everyone to either get some free ones if you can't afford to buy them like me at the moment. Just print off some free ones. If you don't have a printer and you can't do that, get yourself a binder that you can keep track of everything in and visually watch your money grow. It is extremely motivating and it will help keep you on track in the long run. I find another thing that is very helpful for me is watching people doing the same sort of thing. People who are budgeting, people who are cash stuffing, people who are trying to cut their expenses any way they can to put away that extra bit of money. I am 58, going to be 59 in about a month. And basically, this is the savings that I have. I have no retirement savings, I have nothing like that. So, this is one of the things that has motivated me so late in life. Unfortunately, I should have started this a long time ago, but it's never too late. It is never too late to start. All you have to do is start. Even if you only have a small amount of money, just start putting away whatever you can. Start cutting things in your budget that you don't really need, and those extras add up. I actually have done some calculating on what it is that I've given up, how much I've been able to save because I'm no longer doing these things, and I will do a video on that as well. But I find that watching other people has motivated me more than anything else, because if other people can do it, then I can do it too. And that's the thing. You think, well, you don't have a big budget, you're on a low income, you really don't have a lot, you can't save. Well, you can. You just have to put your mind to it. You have to find out exactly where your money has been going, figure out where you can trim that, and what savings you can accumulate, what you're willing to give up. So I suggest watching a few of the other videos that are out there, and there are thousands of them. There are thousands of. I watch 4 or 5 every day, and I have my favorites. I check them first, and I try and watch any new ones that come out as well, because it is extremely motivating to see other people doing the same sort of thing that you're trying to do. So I'm going to leave it at that. You can do whatever you think will work for you. All you have to do is start. That's the message that I want to get across today is just start and find what motivates you. If you become a motivated saver, you will eventually reach your goals. So good luck. Thanks for watching and have a good evening.